Is this thing on?
I don't fucking know.
We're here. We're here, and 3/4 is queer. So it's all good. Hey, everyone. Welcome to a brand new, fresh, and very masculine Uncensored Radio Live this week. Or as I like to call it, welcome to the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Women welcome.
There's still one of us that likes the vagine.
Yeah, well, any vagine, send it Dylan's way.
Yes,
Eddie
please.
Berlin.
I'm desperate. No, I'm just kidding.
He's desperate. Wow, that's really
Zelen.
it's a tragic week,
Ah,
It's
guys.
not
I'm
good
very
advertising.
Babe. Hey, listen.
What
All
is
right.
going on here?
Let's get in touch with the Lord and Savior of all things Uncensored Radio, Mr. Jeffrey Emmett. How are you this week?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I made it through Halloween, one of my least favorite holidays.
Why?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't dress up in costumes. I haven't done that shit since I was a kid. Like, it's just not for me. And I just don't feel like knocking on people's door asking for a handout. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go buy my own candy. But so we cheated. We went Saturday night. We got on the golf cart. There was 9 houses in the hood to hit, and these kids got more candy than if we'd done like 10 streets at home. I was disgusted with everybody. I was like, I hope y'all rot in hell. Why you gotta like fuck y'all? Like, my kids were the only ones here that trick-or-treated. So it was crazy. But the kids were happy to do it Saturday. So we cheated. We did it. Got it done. Moving on. That's it. Oh, yeah. And then make sure you take your My True Turn gummies.
Did you put them in there?
Too.
Fucking company, man.
Oh, no. I'm an asshole dead too because I don't buy costumes. So I'm like, I'm not spending $140 fucking dollars to go buy, 3 costumes they're going to wear for 10 minutes. So we do face paint. Like, so like,
oh, look.
Tyler
Sometimes
yeah. Like, I'm not, Gabe had his policeman costume. He wanted to be a policeman anyways. I was like, hey, that works. And they love it. They think it's fun that they get to do all the makeup on their face. So.
Well, look, whatever it takes, really, huh?
Basically.
Whatever it takes. We already kind of buried the lead. Dylan, besides lonely, how are you?
Desperate.
I mean, yeah, desperate, single as fuck. I had like a shitty fucking Halloween weekend because literally it was just not fun. It was just not fun. Like I went to like a couple of parties, went to the bar, and everyone's just lame as shit. Like, it's just a bunch of 40 to 50-year-olds surrounded by a bunch of 21-year-olds, all either hitting on each other or just standing around on their phones or just knocking each other out in the fucking street. Auburn is so dead for Halloween. I like Halloweens in like big cities. Like New York City Halloweens are like dope as shit. And I didn't get a costume either. Not one, because I didn't feel like, exactly what Jeff said, I don't feel like spending $50 to $100 on something I'm going to wear for one night. Like, that's just lame. So otherwise, the week's been like just shitty, yet like calm and quiet. I don't know. I'm depressed.
This bitch.
Oh my goodness.
I don't fucking know.
We're not concerned about Dylan at all. It's okay. He's fine. The ghost of Jeffrey's voice just came out of nowhere. Don't know what's
I
happening.
didn't even hear it.
There's a ghost in the machine.
It's very weird to hear myself like being taped, being like, is this thing on? Because I always feel like I have to talk back.
You're very like one-sided, obviously.
You talk shit to yourself. That's cool.
I sure do. In the mirror every morning, I'm like, you fat fuck, would you stop eating the goddamn ice cream and kids go to bed? Get out for a walk, you lazy bitch.
That's stress relief. That ain't fucking getting fat. That's stress relief.
My goodness. Luke, how are you?
Oh, look, I'm good. We had a great little Halloween. I'm actually working as we're chatting, so sorry if I'm a bit shaky here. But I was just trying to upload my little picture of our Halloween. So my daughter insisted on being Ariel. She's going to be Ariel. And I'm like, why do you have to be Ariel? And she's like, because I want to be a mermaid. So anyway, I got her this costume to be Ariel. And then she turns around. She's like, actually, Dad, I want to be Ariel after she becomes a princess. And I'm like, guess what? She's a mermaid girl. No one cares. Like, you wearing that dress with the tail. I ain't revisiting this anymore. It's done.
No,
but here she
she
was with her little red wig. And I was Ghostface Killer.
Okay, you're a homo who does drag and her wig looks like that much shit?
Because she is a baby who keeps pulling her wig back.
Why didn't you put a cap on her hair?
Because I didn't care enough to.
See, you know what? If you had one of these My True 10 gummies by Pratt and Mantra Dreaming by Katie Underwood, you would have cared about your daughter's horrible fucking wig.
Oh, can you bring that picture back up for 2 seconds?
Jesus, Jeff.
Where is that picture?
I say it with love.
I say
You
it with
said
love. I wanna look.
with malicious intent
Look,
and love.
No, I
like a
reckon.
real
Has anyone watched Brad Mondo, the hairdresser,
Oh my God.
on YouTube?
Luke.
That's who Luke looks like. I'm Brad Mondo.
Luke, what is that on your face? Is that like an animal? What is that thing?
It's the Scream mask, right?
It's the screen mask pulled up, and then the actual
It's the
robe
screen mask
had like a
linked
fake
over.
screen mask on it as
Okay,
well.
that feels like you were cheating doing the Scream mask. Really? You, Mr. Dress Up for all types of shit, went as the Scream killer?
Yeah, I was
He
not feeling it.
Seems
this year.
lazy.
Well,
He
you
lives
know
his
all
best
about
life. Oh, wow.
I know, Luke. What the fuck?
Shit's a bit savage this week, isn't it?
Yeah, poor Lukey. I'm gonna send him some My True gummies.
I need
Oh,
some
My
for
True
God's
10.
sake.
I mean, and then I'm going to
Well,
go
we
to
can't-
jail for it.
Legally, we can't have them, Jeffrey. So,
That's so silly.
but more on that later when we discuss plans after the show. Wahaha. 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 Of course, we had a very, very, very busy Halloween schedule here at Uncensored Radio. We did a Halloween special with lots of spooky ghost stories. So thank you, especially to the Newcastle Ghost Tours crew who stepped in and threw in their ghost stories. We did our Halloween Kills review. What else did we do?
So sad that I missed that, Steve.
I know, we're
You have
sad that
no
we
Yeah, me
idea.
too.
I was like, I have so much to say. I went and rewatched it thinking I was going to get done in time. And then you had told me New York time. And so by the time I was like, fuck, I'm 2 hours late anyways. It wouldn't have mattered.
It's all right. Next year we have plans. But coming up we also had an interview with Chris Sunn from The Possessed this week, post Halloween. So he was a legend. But coming up next week, we're back to normal. We're back to normal, and we are back to being amazing with the one and only Miss Joanne. Lovely.
Joanne pumped it for us, didn't she?
Joanne was a great interview. So if you like pop music, she was.
Did
great.
she skip on over to our Redbubble shop and buy a couple?
I don't know, but lovely Miss
merchandise
Katie
items?
Underwood was with us, so it was good times.
Yeah, little Unders was on.
Yeah, this Redbubble store.
Yeah, we got a little picture today, or somebody had posted one of the Spartan darling. He'd posted a picture he was wearing. What's her fuck's hat?
He's got Brooke's hat. We need to do a collage of everyone wearing the merchandise. I think that's going to be our next mission.
No, what happened to the shirt that I just bought? I actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, lost the plot. Sounds about right.
Just like the amount of viewers.
Yeah. No girls today. No one cares. Oh well, we're still going to fire away this week.
Like there's 4
Hot
dicks on the
load of
screen.
hot topics.
Sausage fest, baby.
We're all about the dicks today.
My
Oh look,
favorite.
hey Safet, someone's watching. Hey there. So we got to talk about it because it went spat like totally crazy on our page this week. In the UK, a young gentleman was very, very, very upset about the contents of a sauce bottle.
Oh my god! It's the dumbest fucking.
UK
thing.
Diner Adrian Shah complained last month about some tomato sauce bottles wording, believing it was too sexual for a family-friendly restaurant. The tomato sauce bottle, which read "shake, squeeze, and squirt," is the culprit. He
And
says,
shake,
I do not
squeeze.
understand how someone could put that sentence together. It's awful. It's not innocent in my eyes. The barbecue sauce one just said squeeze, but the ketchup one said that. It put me off using it. It literally sounds like an app for swingers, the 31-year-old said. He requested a $48 refund from pizza for the pizza, drink, and chips that he bought, claiming the sight of the sauce turns his stomach. Despite the apology from Pizza Hut, Mr. Shen was not satisfied with the explanation, has reportedly taken the matter to his local MP.
This fucking dude, like, does he realize that him reading into the instructions make him sound like a fucking pervert? He's the
How
pervert.
does he know what's on swingers apps?
Right, like what?
Does he
Obviously,
use them?
because he's on them. Look at him. He ain't getting,
Well, someone posted a picture of him like dressed as a woman, like laying around, like looking.
I have it here. I have it here.
Somebody
so
was just looking.
This guy's
to
approved,
Say
apparently.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
It looks like he was.
She ain't well.
But he's worried about being. First of
She
all,
ain't well.
fuck you talking about a family restaurant, Pizza Hut. Kiss my ass. Okay, none of that shit's any good. It's poison. So fuck you for going there to begin with and not going to someplace local. And then you're going to complain about shake, squeeze, and rattle or whatever the hell. Hello. Shake that clip. I'm saying, like, come on. Like, seriously, dude, get a fucking life. And why? What is wrong with y'all that you made that one go viral? We got 22,000 fucking likes on a goddamn Pizza Hut thing, but some of the other shit, nobody listens. I can't with anybody. This is ridiculous.
I need to bring up a very important question. Why is there ketchup at a pizza restaurant in the first place?
Did they serve fries?
They do, but
Yeah, but
why?
American
Well,
fries
maybe
are like
people
Australian
like ketchup
fries.
on their pizza.
But this was in the UK.
Oh,
Maybe they
well,
have burgers.
Yeah, maybe.
must
I
have
mean,
been
UK always has different menus than the States.
No,
I mean, you guys probably
No,
got.
because I've been to a Pizza Hut in the UK. It's very standard. It's not like I just. They've
why are
got
they calling
barbecue.
it ketchup in the UK?
They've
when
got
we always
barbecue
call it tomato sauce?
because Pizza Hut's an American brand, so they're saying with their branding.
Maybe it's like extra sauce for the breadsticks.
I don't know. It's just very off-putting.
I've never seen barbecue sauce or whatever, but hey.
Yeah,
Well,
why
they
is it
make the
barbecue
food taste
sauce?
better.
Your pizza.
You want to
It's
get
what-
bloated, have diarrhea?
There's
eat
people
at
put
Pizza
I
Hut.
mean, there's probably chicken bacon
Say
ranch.
that with love.
Yeah, but
I don't
why
know.
would it put him off eating his pizza? Like, just don't look at the sauce bottle then. Don't use
Or
it.
just don't use it.
We're gonna get
Or
hate
just
tweets from
don't
Pizza
be a
Hut.
don't be a
I'm
fucking
hate.
asshole.
I'm all about Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut shits all over Domino's here in Australia at the moment.
Ooh. I just look at. I think it's
Domino's
fine.
pizzas are this big.
I know my kids like it. I've taken
Well,
them
Domino's
there
is also
occasionally.
trash.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Aren't they like? Is it Domino's like some like big like
No.
horrible anti-LGBT?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they were.
I was just gonna say
like,
No,
big
that's
horrible.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
no worse than Chick-fil-A. I've heard
Domino's hates gay
is quite
people, and that's why
I
their
think they
pizzas are
hate. I
small.
think they hate trans people as
I
Domino's.
think it was Wendy's.
Maybe
Not
it's Little
Wendy's.
Caesars. They're the fucking poor off child of both places.
Look, I
Pizza.
I didn't mind Little Caesars when I was over there. It was just
Oh,
quite...
it's all trash. It's like gas station pizza. What the fuck is wrong
It's
with
all
you guys?
Tourists, hello.
Get something
Tourists.
local. Don't get no American chain bullshit.
That's what we come over there for, right?
Oh, dude, Luke.
They
oh my
come over
God,
for
your
the event.
mouth-
That's the fucking
I know,
tourist
I can
attraction.
eat.
Damn it!
Luke, I
Look,
gotta
Jeff,
say,
I
I'm
can eat.
amazed at how thin Luke is with the way that this fucking dude eats. Because all he ate for 3 weeks in America was absolute gutter trash. You went and got those chicken sandwiches that were $1 from McDonald's every day. He went to Walmart every day.
Oh,
and
those are
spent
fire.
Like $100 on popsicles, candy bars.
No
junk
more
food.
cold pops.
Oh my God, my kids were in heaven because they didn't get any. You know what I mean? They weren't allowed to eat any of this garbage. I'm like, listen, Daddy's
No, they'll
fat,
feed
so we're
them.
just not gonna have that happen for you, okay?
Uncle
So
Luke's here.
No junk food, no fast food. Yeah, between Luke and James, I lost the fucking battle.
Well,
We
the
don't
battle
mention
could
that
be
name.
waging again very, very soon. That's all we have to say. At the
Not
moment,
that soon.
anyway.
All right, bitch.
Soon
What we
enough.
got? What next? What next?
What do we got? We have to. I want to talk about Sleepy Joe. So Joe Biden was photographed.
Oh, Mr. President.
Getting a little bit of a shut eye at the World Climate Change Conference. Apparently, an aide had to go and wake him up.
I mean,
He's just too old.
How old is he?
He's just
The man's
too old.
tired, and I would
He's
fall
like,
asleep.
Oh,
This
Jesus
shit's
Christ.
boring. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
yeah, right.
how
He's
many
like
people
80,
got up there?
he's like 78, 79,
Right.
dudes.
It's just they're all getting
Well,
up
he's
regurgitating.
79. What do you fucking expect?
Yeah. Okay.
I just think like the guy can't win. Like you
No. Well,
traveling.
he sucks.
I don't
He
care. This is who
fucking
we
sucks.
picked. We didn't want the other fuckwit. We picked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one was worse, honestly. I fucking
Oh.
miss Trump and all his bullshit. I really
Speak-
do.
look,
This idiot.
Ass.
Speaking of
42% approval rating, and he hasn't even done shit.
Speaking of Trump, I watched a thing. A BuzzFeed video came up on my feed this week about
Sound it out.
eating like President Trump, like eat like a president. Oh my god, how is he alive?
That fat slob.
How
I
is
just
he
picture him
alive?
with like a lobster, like just with
No,
butter.
Jeff. So for lunch, he had 2 Big Macs, 2 filet of fishes, with no bread. Take the bread away, and cover everything in ketchup. So fish and beef
See, he ain't rich.
together.
He ain't really
No,
rich.
he's ghetto.
I mean, that's like new money bullshit. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he's on welfare. He's on welfare. That's a welfare fucking
I feel
meal.
like there should be a rule like
Fuck.
presidents have to eat
mean,
the
did you
most
see what he-
healthiest shit on the planet. They can't,
Right? They got to stay alive. But yeah, and then they're like everything. He drinks everything with diet. He has like 12 Diet Cokes a day.
Do you know what? Though that explains why he gets his foundation at the dollar store, and it's the peach blossom label. Dumb fuck.
No, so poor Joe, but maybe just needs a bit more sugar in his diet to stay awake during those long, boring. But there's nothing
his doctors
worse than
need to
that.
give him something.
When that happens, though, when you're in public and you're like, I'm losing the battle, I'm going. Let's rest this one.
I've had it happen at meetings. Honestly, I have.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
sitting there and they're just someone's droning on with shit, and you're like, it's like,
Listen, I've had one office job, and I realized in the 8-9 months I did it, it's not for me because I'm sitting there, right, and it's off a warehouse. So there's just a little tiny office, but everything echoes. So I'm sitting there, right, and I get all my work done in the first hour of being there. So I literally sit and wait to answer the phone. So of course I was up late. I was probably drunk the night before. I was young. I'm sitting at the desk and I pass out, and my head just flat, boom, on the desk, and it sounds like somebody tipped a fridge over.
Oh
right?
my
So the
God.
girl behind me is laughing. There's only 2 of us in the office. She's cracking up, and I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It hurt. And then the owner comes by. He's like, what the fuck was that? He's like, what just fell? I'm like, I don't know. Wasn't in here.
Jeffrey said,
Bitch, I hit that desk like a ton of bricks. I just went boom. I was out.
oh,
It was
dear.
a rude awakening.
Damn.
I'm guilty of doing it too. Especially if I've been at work all day and then I go and teach and I sit down for a second, or I'm just I'll sit down and when I used to teach singing and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a little second and listen to you sing. Whoop, bang, hand falls off.
Terrified before the show because I'll go and put the kids to bed or whatever, and I'll lay down with Gabe for a little bit. Because we have to sing our ABCs and Twinkle Twinkle every night and count to 100. I'm always afraid I'm going to pass the fuck out before, miss the show. I'm like, so if I ever go MIA, I'm honk shoeing.
You just shake
you know
him
what's
up.
really sad right now? I was
Hello,
going to show
Christopher.
I was going to show the clip of Jeffrey falling over, and I
I
can't.
accidentally deleted it.
Oh, isn't that a bitch for you two?
Yeah,
I
so
know.
we're not going to get it
I wish you
back.
could have seen that.
Yes, we can,
Yeah.
because it's in so many. It's in about 100 episodes that we can just rip. It's all good.
I'm pretty
It'll be
sure
back.
Katrina's got it.
It'll be back next week. It's all good. It'll be.
We gotta get
tell you
that
who-
video.
Tell you who is not coming back, Jeff. You're gonna like this one because it's Real Housewives related. Zayn Malik is in big trouble for assaulting Gigi Hadid's mother, Yolanda, who was a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. Apparently, he called her a stupid Danish bitch or a stupid Danish cunt and grabbed her and shook her. Then tried to strike her. All over photos of her grandchild. Zayn's been dropped by his record label. He's been dropped by his management.
Wasn't
He's
one of
lost.
those boys in the
He
group?
was. Yeah, he was the one that left One Direction first.
He was
One Direction.
Baby, you light up my life.
Well,
like
guess who's
the
going to be
sun.
begging for a reunion tour?
Well, yeah. His last album was called
Yeah,
No
he's
One's
gonna need
Listening.
that money. He gonna need it.
Yeah, so Zayn's nine kind of fucked, really. Like, especially with someone like Yolanda who's notoriously a little bit.
Who was the hot one from the group? There's one that was like hot.
The one who had his other solo career, was it
Harry?
Liam? Liam
Oh,
Payne?
yeah, that sounds right.
Has he got
Oh, yeah.
tattoos?
I think so.
Yeah, it's Liam. His
Right,
music's
he had
his
a baby.
music's the worst, but that's okay.
Oh, I mean,
Skip that
music
down,
was the
dude.
worst.
Niall Horan has the best voice. Niall Horan's solo was better, like some of his songs.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You got come on, it's
Exactly.
gotta be Harry. Harry's the winner out of that.
Oh, he's just
Gonna
so.
beat your mum down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like a typical Brit, but he gets the ladies.
Okay. And
But
where's women's clothes? I don't.
We're bearing the
nothing
lead
wrong
though
with it.
because Jeffrey's now obsessed with Erica Jane from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because I've done it to another one.
You
Yes,
son of a. And I did it
win.
to two people. I got a book because I didn't. That's all because in a weekend I was having a kidney stone again, so I was like pretty much down for the count. So the whole weekend, in between taking care of the kids, all I did was watch Real
I'm
Housewives.
starting to
of
think,
Beverly Hills.
Jeffrey, that you need to be sort of like just euthanized because there's just too much going
Look,
on.
You know, I keep saying like as an
shit.
adult, I feel like you don't have things to look forward to as a children. Like, I just wake up every day and I'm like, fuck, I woke up.
But do you
again.
look forward to your kidney stone?
Oh, yeah, because at least I'm feeling something. It's in my cold, dead heart.
Fucking hell, this is grim today. Maybe we do need the girls. This is very grim today.
All right, let's
he
go to the
knows I
next
love
topic.
I
I'm
love
bored. And
Yeah,
feeling
this is-
coming over
Holy
next year.
Men's mental health is important.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Not Will
what's
Smith, though. Not Will Smith, that poor bastard.
Oh, Will Smith could go jump. I'm so over Will Smith.
Oh shit!
What's going on with Jade?
Leave him alone.
No one cares about Jaden Smith anymore.
Jada's got great
No, I
music.
meant Jada's vagina.
He's got great
Jada.
music.
Jada, hers is open for business for anyone that'll have it, apparently.
It's in an entanglement.
Hers is like that bar.
need to leave
in
them
Dusk Till
alone.
Dawn. Hey, it's
Yeah,
like
what-
just-
what?
She wants
Dusk Till Dawn.
entanglements. All your
You
entanglements.
scared they're going to come for me, Jeff?
No, I just, you know what? I feel like in Hollywood, there's not a lot of people that'll go on and say their truth, like their real truth, the ugly truth, and they do. And I don't understand what people, the issue is with them. Like, they're the only ones that are being honest. Of course, my favorite conversation with celebrities is let's talk money, right? Because I'm nosy. I am fascinated how people with dough got the dough. Where's it at? How much you get? I want to
How they
know.
lost it all.
Yeah, like I think it's fascinating.
I
And
feel
a lot
sad.
of people aren't truthful.
I feel sad that we don't have Vera here to discuss the QAnon theory that JFK was returning. And there were actual QAnon followers waiting at Dallas Dealey Plaza for JFK Jr. to show up back from the dead.
They
Did he
weren't
show
waiting
up?
for him. They were trying to get on TV. Like, come on. Like, everybody's just trying to make it. Look at us, bitch. Look at us with our 3
Like-
viewers.
Why would you wait for JFK Jr.?
He
Like,
was hot.
he was a horrible movie too, though.
I don't know.
That whole family's fucked anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't he
He
like
got
a
the
shitty
curse.
person?
Yeah, they got the curse.
No,
The
I don't
JFK
think
series
so. I
is
think
great.
all
I
the
loved
reports,
watching that.
JFK
Fucking Red
Jr.
Kitty
was a
and all
very
that.
nice dude.
All right, should we talk about this MMA fight that everyone's blowing
I'm
up
sure he was a
about?
nice dude in public.
yeah. Let's
So-
let's talk about the MMA fight.
Fed's been left stunned by a shocking
Oh, Jesus.
mixed martial arts fight in Poland that saw a man. Oh, you've rewritten this article, haven't you? A man batter his female opponent.
No, I didn't rewrite it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was like, I don't use the word batter. So, yeah,
did.
she got flogged.
There was two fights that
night.
night, so I watched both.
All right, you
fights,
go,
so
Luke.
that was one of them. She actually
got her
fared
ass
better
kicked.
than the other girl. So I don't know why they showed that one as the horrific one. Probably because he had her on the ground hitting her. At least they went to the ground.
Yeah.
The other poor bitch, she got just drilled in the head a few times.
Yeah,
and he was
in a knockdown ground and pound position.
So wait, is this an actual dude fighting a chick or like
Yeah.
a
I can't move.
sexual fighting a woman?
They're real.
It's
a woman
man
fighting
fighting
a
a woman.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the men
Don't
weren't
come
even-
at
they
me,
didn't
I'm
even
sorry.
No,
body
this
size
is
them up.
legit. Male on female.
They didn't even like the girls were so much
the first
smaller
one was
than their
holding it on.
opponent.
Was holding
I'm
in
like,
there.
Well, why aren't they looking for an Amazon?
No shit, they got
bitch
their
like
ass
China?
beat though.
Yeah,
Like,
well, then
isn't
someone
there
had
a
a go at
whole-
me on the comments. He's like, but China takes steroids, so that wouldn't be fair. And I'm like, let's be factual. Even when China was at her peak on her roids, she still got her ass handed to her by Buttafuoco when they did that boxing match. He just threw her around, and he was fat and out of shape, and she was built. She didn't get knocked the fuck out like these
She
chicks,
probably got paid to get her ass whooped.
Joey
though. No, I think she wanted to
Buttafuoco.
win.
You better pay
I
me.
think she wanted to win.
I thought there's like a whole weight class rule, like you have to be in the same weight range. So
Well,
how
they
does
should
it
be,
even
but
work?
these women were so much smaller
Not in
than
Poland.
their opponents. It was actually horrible.
Yeah, it's like some ghetto version of Fight Club's meets Hostel.
Like,
It's
had the chicks been fighting
everyone
like
get in
little
there?
tiny guys, I would have been like, it's still shit, but at least there's a bit of fairness there, a little bit, even though men are so much stronger top up. But when it's the guy that's like 6 foot something versus a 5'2" female, no. What are you doing? Like, why would this girl sign up to that fight? And then someone else pointed out, though, that these women
Making
find
money.
it so hard to get booked. Yeah, that if they turn down the fight, that's probably the end of their career. So
It's
I just
crazy.
think it was a no-win situation for everyone involved. It's just, ugh.
I hope
That's
they
right.
made
The
a lot
only
of money.
person that's made money. Oh no, I can't make that joke.
Let's not. Next.
I'll do it off air.
Oh yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Can we talk about
Yes, you
Jackie O's
can.
pretty little pink
Why
Oh,
are we
dress?
back
come
to
on.
JFK?
This is not me. This is Luke.
What the fuck? Why you gotta
I just want to talk about it. That's all. Doesn't it
No.
pretty?
And it wasn't even him. It was JFK
Jackie-O.
Jr., the one
I
that
know
run,
that. I'm talking about
that
his
ran
dad.
magazines. Like, why do you want? Oh.
It's
not even relevant
anymore.
Pick up
Who's
his
the famous
brains.
one?
It was horrible.
Yeah, that was intense. Hey,
I know. What a way to ruin a pink outfit.
I know. I want
Good
them
old
to see
Jack.
what they did to him.
Jack.
Oh, the drama of it all.
She was a fucking lady, okay? But you know what's funny is that everybody knew he was having an affair, and like Jackie O is like this, woman of grace and poise, and then you have Hillary, who stayed with a husband, getting a blowjob under a desk, and she was like the most rotten bitch on the planet. How
Hillary's
is that
always
fair?
been career driven. That's all. She's
Because
concerned
she
by
wore
her own
pants?
career aspirations.
Well, it's ridiculous. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's because Hillary didn't smile for the cameras and didn't play like Jackie O was like, yes, anything he does is fine.
Yeah, but men don't do that. So I'm sorry. It's just fucked up that women kind of get the shit end of the stick on this.
Well, this is the world that we live in, right? This is how it all fucking rolls. Speaking
problem.
of the world that we live in, let's talk about this rich
This is
fuck.
9:20.
Let's talk about this rich fuck.
Oh,
So,
God.
Elon Musk wants the World Fund for Poverty to tell him exactly how $6 billion would solve world hunger, and he will sell Tesla stocks right now to do it.
Who was WFP?
The World Fund for Poverty. So
Wait, WFP?
so they could they said that $6 billion will not the article was actually misquoted. It would assist in ending starvation for 42 million people.
Well, I mean, it's not like $6 billion is going to last forever, but I mean,
No, but it would get them out of like a war-torn area that, and stabilize.
well, it's kind of
so that they would have
disheartening that
food.
there's so many billionaires out there that could really do some damage for this. I mean, but granted, and the thing that the people that get pissed at billionaires, it's a little bit of an issue for me because it's not their job. But if you've got $100 billion, like really, you can't spare 6 to see. Hey,
If
let's
you've
just
got
do an
that,
experiment.
if you've got that much money, like you will never spend that much money in your lifetime, no matter what you do. Like, unless you're a complete fucktard.
You want to try me?
Yeah, but I'm saying but he's the richest man in the world. Like he can just sell. He can like just drop. Didn't he knock like 42 million off Tesla's like stock by one comment on Twitter like the other day? It was something bizarre like that. He has so much money
like
and
Tesla's stock.
Yeah, he has that much money and the access to make that much money that arguing the point about it seems very fucking fickle, but I don't think he's like, I think there's something awry with his mental state, allegedly.
You see what he named his fucking kid? Of course the guy's a fucking nut job.
What do you name his kid?
Oh, it's like
some
XYZ
kind of
fucking
quadratic equation
blah, blah,
type
blah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm an equal sign plus minus to infinity and beyond, some fucking weird shit.
But then that's his ex-wife Grimes. Oh, no,
I don't think he's wrong though for calling him out. Though.
Yeah, look, I don't think he's wrong for calling them out about wanting to know exactly where the money would go, because especially even here in Australia, when you donate money to charities, a lot of the time, especially the last bushfire charity, there's a staggering amount of money that has never been made public that is just sitting in the coffers of religious-based organizations that, you know, will never see the money that it was intended to. And then people try and do fundraisers and the government goes, oh, no, you can't give that money to people.
Well, I think him like calling them out and saying he'd do it knowing that they weren't going to give him a good answer was just kind of shit.
But then Logan Paul's jumped
do
in
something
on the...
good. Stop trying to go to space. Do something.
Logan Paul's jumped in on the argument saying that if Elon Musk gives the YouTube guy.
Oh God.
He said he'll give them $10.2 million if
this is Parsons coffers go $10.2 million.
It's just like, but hey, he's a YouTube person that has access to $10.2 million. Like, fuck me, radio.
Yeah, because he's entertaining.
He is entertaining.
Well, I don't know.
I guess
that's all I can spare.
No, he could he's discovers bodies and stuff. That's dramatic, but anyway. Okay.
Oh,
for some reason.
My.
You're also a fuckwit.
All right. Let's get serious for a second. Let's talk about Rust.
He's weird.
Because everyone's been talking about Rust. So basically, we are
fucking Hillary.
We are talking about the main drama being on set and the union versus non-union workers. This is like get deeper and murkier about it. People are going to jail. People are going to go to jail.
Well, is Alex going to jail?
Hardcore.
Is Baldwin going to jail?
Of course not.
Well, to be fair, it's not his job. That was not his job. That was the armorer's job, and she's obviously...
Apparently she's a dickhead because she was on some set. Was it on this show we're talking about where she fired a gun and nearly blew out Nicolas Cage's
They fucking
ears?
should. No.
And like it nearly like the sound of the gun, because she didn't say that they were going to shoot, nearly blew out his ears. He walked off the set. No, it was on. I heard that on a radio show.
No, I don't know. I haven't
she
really.
Was the armorer on a set?
Oh, is that the same bitch?
And it, same bitch,
Luke,
and it blew out.
Same bitch.
Yes.
But yeah,
I was about to
this
say.
is like there was a walk off on set the day before from non-union set workers and blah blah blah. And now, like, it's just getting worse. Do you think this movie will actually come out?
Probably not.
I don't think they... Like, how can they release this movie now?
They will.
I mean, if they donate all the profits to her family.
The Crow is a different situation.
That was at the end of filming, too.
Oh.
This is like actual huge fucking incompetency on multiple levels that like
Money to the
result in
family.
death and all that kind of stuff. It's I don't see how they can release this movie in any way that's going to be, I don't know, it might just be me, but you know, that's in any kind of.
Look, I think it's too wrapped up in a lot of controversy, but you know what? If they do release it, it'll make a lot of money because of the controversy. So they probably will release it. Let's be honest.
All right. Well, speaking of controversy, you Americans are not going to have any clue about this next story.
Appropriate.
But I will, and I have a lot of.
I mean, I don't know. It would give a weird vibe. I wouldn't go. I mean, I want to go see it, but
okay. So Cleo Smith is a previously missing 4-year-old girl that had been missing for around 18 days. She was discovered alive and well 2 days ago, and that's all that's been on the fucking news here in Australia. I could care less.
The guy who kidnapped.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So Channel 7, one of the network TV channels here in Australia, jumped the gun and found out the guy's name who apparently abducted her and put up the wrong person's photograph on the news. And did so for 12 hours.
Oh, that's painful.
It was up. It was there. The guy was like abused, all this kind of stuff. And then it's just this. They said, "Oops, we made a mistake." The media is ignoring now. Like this, apparently this hasn't happened. The gentleman happened to be an Aboriginal gentleman. Correct? Correct, Luke?
Yes, he was, and so was the kidnapper, though.
And all the coverage is about this little white girl. This little white girl is okay; she's fine. How about the fact that you've just vilified a man to the point of hospitalization, put him in danger from the public? That's not mentioned at all. Like, if I was a comedian,
care because he's not white.
It's astounding.
I think they don't care because it's anything that makes them look bad. They will not follow up on.
No, because
I'm going to talk about this right now as well.
They would have fucking apologized. It's
there would have been. There's been no apology. There's been nothing.
Well, look, they absolutely need to apologize, but this is what the media does. There was a case of COVID that came into this small community here, and it was a big drama because it came from Brisbane and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this young girl that brought the COVID to us, it never spread it, ended up committing suicide because of all the media stress of making out that she was like this leper that brought leprosy into the community. She committed suicide. Do you think the media's ever mentioned once anything about her suicide? No. They don't give a fuck. She is. But they don't care. They just do these horrible shit to people just to get people to fucking watch their shit. That's the reason why they'll show little white kids or whatever, because it's going to get the most people to watch it, right?
And that's exactly the point. All it's about. The statistics for missing, like in America, the statistic for missing native countries people are staggering. There are so many young Aboriginal people that are missing that we're focused on this one little girl just because she's white.
In fairness, I think it was just the circumstances of the abduction too.
But why does it matter? Like what? So what? The other people, these other people's children don't matter because they're not white.
No, they matter. But I think
so. Why aren't they on the news?
Not to the news media. Because they're in their minds, they don't think that it tells the story.
Yeah, not to those fuckwits.
Like I could care less about these. I could care less about these people.
They want what sells. They don't care what's right or wrong.
It's always something dodgy. There's always something dodgy going on. What about that little
kid?
So what about that little boy that went missing?
But we live in a day and age where social media is modern day witch trials. Everyone was persecuting that little girl's parents, saying that they were involved, that they're pieces of shit, and abusing them to the point that they just shut down everything. So they couldn't handle it.
Do we know that they
had something
weren't?
to do with it? No, they weren't because
you said that they've been kind of radio silent since she got returned.
But it's like that family in Sydney, Luke. That allegedly related to bikie crime, and their son, who was autistic, went missing for 2 days, and then when they discovered,
white. So there you go.
Well,
he had huge extensive media coverage, and they were Middle Eastern. So
exactly.
there you go.
But then once they got onto the property and found out that there was a missing 2 hours of security footage that showed, possibly what happened. Kid turns up half hour later, 2 hours later, next day, whatever it is. I don't
We'll never know the truth.
That story. But isn't it worse that if this kid is missing? I get the whole Amber Alert thing, and everyone needs to be vigilant, but surely in today's modern times, social media isn't the place to do it. Like, everyone who wants attention, this is going to go, I saw her, I saw this, blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's kind of the double-edged sword of social media, right? You can instantly reach out and reach millions of people on social media with the right hashtags or with the right story. But the double-edged part of it is then people are going to give their opinions just like we do.
And Facebook, though, is like Salem. They will burn you at the stake, and they don't give a shit whether you were innocent, guilty. It's just, I think, a toxic culture that... And I think it's human nature, though, too. This has always been human nature from day one.
What a great segue. Speaking of human nature, Madonna has graced the cover of V magazine. So she is remaking the very famous Marilyn Monroe's very famous Last Sitting photo shoot. Yeah, so it basically, like, there's reenactments of, like, her death scene and stuff like that. It's pretty epic. But
I think
we're talking about
terribly bad taste, but I think
whatever.
she has a great ass.
Whatever.
Sorry,
we were talking about it off air.
Boom,
Dylan Cody
Kathy.
buried the lead. Dylan's met Madonna. Go. I need to hear this story, Dylan. Oh, maybe.
I've met her. It was a very, very, very interesting. I think it was Times. I think it was at Producers. I was at the Producers Club or Eastville Comedy Club in Brooklyn. I can't remember. I was drunk. I met this guy. I think his name was Jack Varnby or some shit like that. I don't know. He was just hooked up with, like, whatever, some people. He invites me to this party with a bunch of other comics. It was nice too, man. Like, it was nice, like 96th Street, Manhattan, like penthouse type shit. And so I go into the party. I am this, like, just dweeb, just walking around, just looking for a place to roll up and smoke a blunt. And so I go outside to the balcony. She's sitting right fucking there with her boyfriend. And I'm just like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting? She's like, oh, no, you're fine. Are you smoking? I'm like, yeah, you want a hit? Am I really about to get Madonna to smoke my trash upstate weed? This is fucking dope. And it was just this, like, a simple, like, small interaction. We smoked a blunt. I just told her I was a comedian. We, like, chatted for, like, 10 minutes, and then she
So you're saying
off.
Madonna smokes weed?
Yes. But is she a nice person?
Yeah, she does. Oh, yeah, she does. She is. She was very friendly. Her boyfriend was chill as fuck, too. Huge soccer fan. We were just talking about, like, fucking Premier League shit for like 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes.
You're very lucky.
Literally, I just fucked off back into the party. They probably left.
She likes young men.
I mean, it was definitely one of those eyes wide shut type of parties.
All right.
All right. There's more stories to come, but maybe
I got into some shit. I got into some shit while I was going to New York all these times. I got into some shit. I'm not.
I believe you. I believe you, Dylan.
Dylan Cody.
There's just some things I don't want my mom finding out until I'm on the Tonight Show or some, like, documentary, Hot Ones or some shit like that. Fucking Sean.
Just calm down. We're gonna do an after show.
We'll find out the goss after.
There's more. I'll give you some deeds, but I'm not giving everything. That's
This
just
is why
some shit. That was fun. That was just dope.
The after show is so much better than our actual show.
We gotta film, like, all the after shit, man. We gotta just
but that's where we say
You guys don't believe it, but Vera's saucy.
That's the kind of stuff that makes us legally liable as well. So, we don't want to be crossing bridges with some of these people that we talk about. Speaking of things that you reveal later in life after you get famous, Cal Penn has come out and revealed that he's engaged.
Did anybody else know he was gay?
Fucking cool,
I was like, what?
No fucking idea at all.
Usually I can peg it a mile away. I didn't see this coming. No how, no way. I was shocked. And I was pissed because I'm like, let me tell you what, I'd have been chasing that motherfucker through the country. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, boom. Delicious.
But I think it's great.
I was shocked. I was like, all right, go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
Biscuit and gravy, bitch.
Been in those like the Harold and Kumar movies, especially for people around maybe a little bit younger than our age, that was very fucking in for a hot minute. And like he was the lead of those movies, and now he's like, out proud and getting married. Like,
good for him.
Good for him. I'm just like, you work.
Live your life.
Both sexy men.
You step your pussy up, girl. That's right. We didn't talk about this, but it's Australian news, so you two won't care. But Australia's Bert Newton died this week. And
Bert who?
But he's like, all right, so he was like your
I'm just trying to spell the last name, motherfucker. That's
Newton is Newton.
So Bert's been a TV presenter here since forever. He's kind of like our
Regis.
Gosh,
he's like our Regis.
Yeah. And so he just passed away. It's quite sad because he was a very lovely man, and he was someone who used to donate money to like AIDS and everything way back when it wasn't cool to do stuff like that.
He's been reunited with his leg. It's all right.
And his wife is like a living drag queen, so I appreciate the Newtons. Hey, Patty.
You appreciate. Hey, Patty. Hey, Patty. Just don't ask him about their son.
Oh yeah, he was one. Who does he date though? Who was he dating? It was an Australian actress.
Brooke Satchwell.
And he was beating her up and
he
stuff.
Battered her. That's why he's in New York now.
Yeah, he lives in New York.
Good place for him. He'll blend in.
Oh, he's hiding. Oh shit.
That's not even a he's not going. He's not coming to the funeral either. Bit of a drama. So Bert Newton is that big here in Australia that he's getting a state funeral, which means the government is paying for his funeral, like it's going to be televised.
How much was he worth?
Oh, I don't know.
A lot. Probably one of the most that anyone presenting TV is. So the average TV presenter here's annual income can be anywhere from $600K to $1 billion annually. Well, so Bert was the biggest name in telly, so he probably had a lot of people.
But he hasn't been, to be fair, he hasn't been on TV for about, I would say close to 8-10 years. Yeah.
But he used to have like,
he had
Good
his
Morning
leg chopped
Australia.
off.
He had New Faces, which was it was like a talent show thing back before we had X Factor and whatever. Australia's Got Talent, America's Got Talent.
It was like Star Search for the Americans. It was probably just a rip-off. Probably just a rip-off of Star Search, but that's what we do here. We like to rip
a very round face, and they used to like to take him off on a lot of sketch comedies with this big stretched face.
They called him Moonface. I'm like, how bad? They're like, we love you, Moonface. I'm like, the guy's dead. You can't just call him Bert. Like, gotta make fun of the guy's face. That's all right. Speaking of ripping away precious childhood memories and turning them to trash, Chris Pratt cannot be stopped. Not only is he Mario, but now he's voicing Garfield in a new animated movie. Like, how much money does this dude? I feel like he's just like, yes, anything that comes across the desk, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I just admit something embarrassing about Garfield?
Yeah. You hate Garfield.
So my whole life, I do kind of. I don't actually. You know what? I think I liked Heathcliff a little more.
No.
I always thought that the dude with John is his name, right? In Garfield. Yeah. I always thought he could hear Garfield talking, and it wasn't until the kids were obsessed with the Netflix reboot that I realized.
Oh, he can't hear him.
I'm like,
No, it's just Garfield's internal monologues about everything. I wonder though, could
Yeah.
Odie ever
Yeah,
hear
literally.
Garfield? No.
Odie can't hear shit. Odie's a dumb
fucking-
bitch. Odie's a dumb bitch.
Yeah,
I love
because-
Nermal though. I love how much. I feel like you two are like Garfield and Nermal.
Who?
You're Garfield and Luke's Nermal. You're always trying to send him to Abu
I'm
Dhabi because
Nermal.
he's like, I'm cute and little and And Jeff's like,
And I'm
Fuck
fat and I
off.
want a fucking lasagna.
And you eat lots of
hate
lasagna.
I hate. I don't like making it. I don't.
Everyone's
cook it.
not so pissed off.
I make this.
I don't get why people were so pissed off at him playing Mario. Like, what? I feel like he just did this to be like, oh shit, I just pissed off the entire Italian community. I better go play a white neutral fucking fat cat just to try and appease the masses a little bit. Like, Jesus Christ, let the man.
Well,
live.
did you get? There was the whole like Juliana Margulies
man
was playing
live.
a bisexual or lesbian on the morning show, and she got tons of shit for it. And she's like, "Okay, I understand that I
Like-
obviously can't play another race, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not gonna work." She's like, "But do you know my history?
yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
did in college?"
Juliana hasn't had a
I'm
bit of a
just
month.
like,
She don't know
okay.
that.
At what point is this gonna just go too far? Like, so now are we doing only gay people can play gay roles, straight people can only play straight
Why the
roles?
fuck did they just cast a cat as Garfield?
Really?
Why can't they
Literally, just
find
get
a
an
sentient
actual
cat?
orange fat cat that actually eats fun.
And it
With
could
an
actually
internal
fucking
monologue and
project his
sarcasm.
thoughts.
This might be the
Jesus
show
Christ.
that I give up.
You just need a My True 10 gummy, Jeffrey. You'll be okay.
You'll be fine.
By Perez Hilton. You can go to mytrue10.com.
But if there's anything that would make you want to give up, it is this next story
Oh,
because
fuck.
this is just fucked. Like,
Yay.
this is a bad day. A Brazilian man has been eaten by piranhas after drowning in a lake while escaping a bee attack. The 30-year-old was fishing with two friends when they were swarmed by a group of bees and jumped into the lake. The two men emerged alive, but their friend was eventually found meters away from the shoreline over the weekend, and authorities immediately could see the carnivorous fish had made a meal out of him, tearing open several parts of his body and the right side of his face. Authorities have later confirmed the cause of death was drowning and not the savage carnivorous fish attack. That's a bad day.
Gone to
commented on this, saying
I
that-
wanna
That
know
is the
who's
definition of
smoking
gone to
weed.
destination fucked.
I was gonna say it's a Final Destination death scene that needs to be in the next film because that is just you ain't escaping death. You fucked. You got
That's
bees,
that is-
you
that
drowning,
is
and you're
fucked.
getting eaten by piranhas. You fucked up.
Hey,
You,
are
that's like, holy fuck, man. I hate that we're laughing about it, but man, that is a destination fucked. I mean, you are in Fuckville, Fucktown, Fuckedburg. You are in, it's just an absolute, man, that is some bad fucking luck right there, man. That is just horrible.
Like,
Don't
The
smoke, don't
bees-
smoke weed around bees.
the bees I get. Like, okay, that's just shit. That's just shitty luck. What are the chances that you jump into a lake filled of piranhas? Like,
That
what are the
likely.
chances?
That apparently that fucking likely. Escape the bees. I'll just run into the piranha infested fucking river. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't he
surprise.
live there? Doesn't he
drown
notice?
first. So the poor bastard probably
Piranhas in
couldn't
the
even
fucking
swim.
water?
Like, how do you drown? Unless the bees had stung him so much he was all fucked up and was like,
Now my family will be
Yeah,
traumatized
true,
when they can't even open my
So
casket.
not only did he probably did
Oh.
he die in horrendous pain, but he also had to drown,
poor
which everyone's like drowning's so peaceful. I'm like, how can drowning be peaceful?
Look, I'm still like wrapped up in
I
the
think they
chick from
don't
Glee
really
that
realize that he was just previously.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Naya Rivera.
drowned.
Oh,
Yeah, like how did that
Not.
happen?
Nothing about his exit from this world was peaceful. He had fucking a
she
rough
didn't
time.
have a life jacket on, Jeff.
Right, but I understand like she was a healthy 20-something-year-old woman.
No, all right. This is
No,
news
that was
story.
violent
This is
and
news story
bloody.
from months and months and
Violent.
months ago now. But apparently, the currents in that lake are notoriously
Yes.
strong,
Yes.
and swimming against
Holy
them
mother.
swimming against them has worn her out to get the kid back into the boat, and she's just been pulled away and gone. So
Get on your back and float. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, but like, the kid had a life jacket on, she didn't. So if she's holding on to him, she's pulling him under. It's like that. Did you guys see? Oh, I don't know if it made the news over there.
It was a panic.
The guy that saved.
Yeah.
So he worked for a zip line company, and this chick got stuck in the middle of a zip line, and he went out to save her, but they couldn't both stay on it, so he let himself drop to his death to save her.
He sacrificed himself.
Did he actually get her back? Like, to where
she survived?
To save her.
She survived.
That's some heroic shit right there. Like, that's
climbed
ballsy.
out there to push her, but then
he ziplined out, but they couldn't take both of their weight at the same time, so he got her to safety and went, "Ooh, I'll never see you again."
This is why I don't have to worry about that shit. I'm over the weight limit for all this. You know what I'm saying?
I would never.
Like,
that's why you don't.
Like these bitches, I want to go hiking and shit. I'm like, oh, girl, you know what? I can't.
I think so.
I will never zip line. That's
why everybody I met, they're like, bitch, you don't even have sneakers. I'm like, I got boat shoes, bitch, because I'm not doing any strenuous activity.
I'm doing sitting on the boat, and that is all I'm doing.
Right.
All right. We have no Vera today, so she can't vent.
So we're gonna end on time.
No. Yes, we will. But I do have WTF Weekly. What the?
Oh, that's me.
The whole show has been that.
Yeah, well, this one's get ready. You're gonna love this.
I got my pad ready.
Okay.
You know what? I don't understand.
I'm scared of what the narrative is here.
It's coming. So in Shenzhen, in China, there are 2 people dead and 3 injured while trying to receive a cell phone from a pit toilet. They jumped into the open toilet pit, but weren't able to breathe and lost consciousness. A woman's husband tried to receive his wife's new cell phone after she dropped it into an open pit toilet. But in the knee-deep sewage, he lost consciousness due to the smell. The husband's mother then jumped in to rescue him, but also fainted. She was followed by the woman who dropped the phone, her father-in-law, and 2 neighbors who all suffered the same fate. The 6 of them were rescued by neighbors who lowered a rope into the pit. The woman's husband and mother-in-law died at the hospital. 2 others were hospitalized.
I quit.
That's a shit week.
I don't know if there's
worse than the dude who ran into the fucking water with the piranha. That's a shit way to go. Literally.
Who was the dude with the fucking nipples down to his waistline?
It's China. That's what happens. It's rural China.
Who is this fucking guy crying as shit?
Everyone died in a pit toilet.
Like, I don't understand the whole. Listen.
I love that you're more obsessed with someone's nipples than dead people.
And look at this man's nipples, okay? Look at how low they are.
I'd be more worried about people dying in a pit of shit.
Well, why are you going in a pit of shit? You gotta know that all the
It's kind of like sleepaway camp too, though, isn't it, Steve?
Oh my
God. What's in there, Allie?
I feel like people just need to know, like, if you drop your phone into a pit toilet, it's gone. It won't work.
I'm guessing that those Asian folks hung out with a lot of white people who like to go and say, oh, what was that noise? Bitch, I gotta go. I'm not fucking hanging around. It's in the shit. Oh, well, bye. I'm gonna get a new phone.
I mean, it's never gonna work again, right?
Get a track phone, damn it.
You can tell me I'll give you $1 million to go climb in a shithole. Guess who's not?
I can't believe the shit was knee deep and he actually got in there. Like, how fucking? I actually think they deserve to die.
And how sorry to say that out loud.
There must have been something on that phone they needed. There had to be.
Drowned in shit water that was knee deep. Like, that's. I mean, what the fuck?
Literally, Safet. Literally.
Maybe was it shit-proof, Kathy? Was the phone shit-proof? Okay, because why would you even want the phone back after it's in a sewer with everybody else?
Like, I would never touch that again.
What the fuck?
Yes.
I mean,
you're certainly not going to put it to your face, are you?
It's like the lemmings, you know, when they just walk off a ledge into.
But I love it. It was.
That is my favorite scene, and it's all about Steve. And everybody's like, "You're going to hell," and I'm like, "I'll see you there." when
It's
all
him.
those deaf kids go running in the field to the carnival and the sinkhole opens up and swallows them all, that one teacher's just like, "Ah!" I fucking lose it every time.
Jeff, maybe vegan
shit.
But they can't. Oh, well, vegan shit would smell worse because the smell is the problem. The smell was that overpowering.
Well, I'm sure
that
there's
it knocked them out.
Toxic gases.
It was all the toxic
all of the sewage in a confined space. Like I just, and again, what
are you doing?
Why
matter on their lungs?
Are you going? So wait,
like,
when you say this is an
coli
open
infections
shithole,
up their pussies. Oh.
Yeah.
Can you put that picture back up?
I can.
So I'm trying to understand.
Nipples again. It's getting
this
hard.
is an open shithole. So are they supposed to like put their ass over that hole and shit?
What I would gather, Jeffrey. No, what I would gather is this is the outside access to it, and I would guess that there is an inside, like it's a pit toilet. So it's like at summer camp. It's like at summer camp. There would be the
I
hole.
didn't go to summer camp. I'm not that fucking kid.
There would be a hole
we had a pool
with like a seat over the top of it inside, and that's just the outside so they can empty it, or if anything got but that's just the outside access point, I would gather.
What I mean, who bitch, I hope she fucking said she lost her phone.
Well, she lost her husband and her mother-in-law, so
well, that might have been a blessing.
1-2 punch, literally. And on that note, we're going to leave you because who doesn't want to think about toxic shit fumes for the rest of the week? We'll see you on Tuesday, American time, Wednesday, Australian time for Joanne. Until then, don't drop your phone in the pit toilet. Bye! You would never get the smell out of your nostrils either.
Or your phone. What the